today we'll be talking a bit more about Doctor Who. Why, you ask, maybe? Well, if I'm supposed to make something big Doctor Who video maybe in the future, just as an example, just then it's a good idea for you viewers who do not know much about Doctor Who that you will get to know a bit, so that you will know. So I brought the Doctor in Lego. So first let's go through a bit of what we know already. We know that he has the TARDIS, which stands for Time and Relative Dimensions in Space, and it's a time machine that travels through time and space. Fun fact, why it looks like a phone box is because it has a sort of chameleon circuit that makes it so that it looks like the environment around you. For instance, it could look like a tree if it landed in a forest. It got stuck. Just so you know. Other things we know is that the Doctor here has a sonic screwdriver. See that in his hand? Yeah, sonic screwdriver. We also know that he often was a companion, Clara. And we also know that if the Doctor dies of some reason, then he will regenerate into a completely new persona. Even the personality can change. Also, he has sworn enemies, the Daleks. Did I ever mention actually that the Doctor had 2 hearts? Well, he has, making him not human. And that's mostly what this video is about today. As we know, the Doctor's a Time Lord. But where is this Time Lord from? Because he's not from Earth, that means that he's from somewhere else. So today I'll be talking a bit about the Doctor's home planet. Okay, now, so the Doctor's home planet is in the constellation of Castor-Boreas. One of its neighbor planets is called actually Karn, where the inhabitants, the sisterhood of Karn, have the power to revive people if they die. They even did that to the Doctor. I'll be coming a bit back to the sisterhood of Karn later though. The coordinates of the Doctor's home planet is 101100. Or in other words, 101100. And now you're gonna get the name of that planet. The name of the Doctor's home planet is Gallifrey. It's time to talk a little bit about the locations of the different parts of Gallifrey. Right here you see the capital. This is where, well, most of the biggest city on Gallifrey. And, well, it's quite big. And there you see the outlines of it. A bit smaller. Now let's go on to the next part of Gallifrey. Now this is Ardica, the second biggest city on Gallifrey. It's quite big and so on. I don't know much to say about it. Let's go a bit onwards. Here you see the Death Zone. This is the final resting place of Rassilon, the first great president of Gallifrey. And he was also a discoverer of what seemed to be immortality. A Time Lord president named Borusa uses Time Scoop to move previous doctors and the 5th Doctor, at that time at least, over to the Death Zone so that he could get in and get immortality. But let me just explain a bit about meeting previous selves. According to Gallifreyan rules, it's so that you cannot meet your previous self. The Time Lords did it once in the 3 Doctors and in the 5 Doctors, where they went to. Then they got forced there by accident because of Borusa wanting immortality. Anyway, to win is to lose and to lose is to win. Try to figure out that and tell me what the answer is in the comments below. Try doing that. Now over to the next zone. What you see here may look like any old farm, but this is a farm on Gallifrey actually. this is actually the Doctor's home where he lived in as a child. Yeah, before the first Doctor stole the TARDIS, I don't think I told you that, he stole his TARDIS, he stole. He lived in this house here. This was his home during his first time on Gallifrey. Yeah. And well, he was quite young back then. Now let's just quickly go over to the next thing that is not about that. It's time to go to school. Or academy, I'm not quite sure. Okay, so all Time Lords had to go to academy, a sort of school on Gallifrey. There exist 2 free groups that you can go in. The Patrix chapter, where the students are artists, archivists, or catalogers for information. They often display advanced telepathic abilities as well. Then there's the Arcalian chapter, and they are about solitary thinkers, and they've been known for excel in the field of temporal technology. Finally, it's the Brydonian chapter, where the students are plotters, strategists, and decision makers. The Doctor actually is actually a part of that. When he went to school at the academy, and they're skilled at many languages. And so, that's a lot like the Doctor. He knows many languages. He even speaks horse and baby. That's a bit funny. Even cat. But anyway, now that we've gone over that, let's now go over to the next part. Okay. So Gallifrey is, I'm not sure if it's a monarchy or democracy, but the heir of a president, a Time Lord president. Yeah. And I'm not sure exactly how you become it or anything, but Time Lords have a president. The Doctor even was offered the title as Time Lord President, but he refused it. Run off in his TARDIS. Otherwise, is that the Doctor used that title later on. But anyway, now with that settled, I'm gonna go a bit to an unsettling part of Gallifreyan history. During the time of Gallifrey came the unsettling Time War, a war between the Time Lords and also the Daleks. Have you ever heard the saying that war changes everyone? Even the Time Lords happened that too. Even the Doctor actually had to change. Now this is where I'm going to go back to the Sisterhood of Karn. The War Doctor, well, he came when the 8th Doctor during the Time War didn't want to fight. And then he accidentally got killed. The Sisterhood of Karn revived him and offered him a chance to regenerate. And then he decided to become a warrior to fight the He got called the War Doctor, but he actually never was called officially the Doctor. This is something the Doctor says in the name of the Doctor. During the Time War, Artica fell, and the War Doctor, he took the moment, a specific item that would sort of blow up Gallifrey in hope of to stop the Time War. But as you can see here, the 10th Doctor and the 11th Doctor are here. You may ask why. Well, sort of thing here is an interface of the moment. Most Time Lord technology has that. And the interface showed some of the Doctor's future, the War Doctor that is. So, tons of Daleks had surrounded Gallifrey from all sides. And what would happen if Gallifrey then vanished? They'd be shooting at each other. Well, thanks to the Doctor using all his earlier regenerations together, including one that hadn't yet happened, that's the 12th Doctor, he made Gallifrey disappear into another universe to protect it. but it has something good for it. This is a painting of Gallifrey falling. The Doctor didn't know if the name of this was either No More or Gallifrey Falls. Then help for him a curator, which actually was being played by he who played the fourth Doctor, Tom Baker. He told the Doctor that it wasn't No More or Gallifrey Falls. It was called Gallifrey Falls No More. And that meant that Gallifrey was still out there somewhere. So then, the Doctor could go out and find Gallifrey, which the 12th Doctor did, fortunately. And, well, I shouldn't exactly tell more. I'll go on to the next part now. The 2nd Doctor once told his companions that the Time Lords had a lot of power. Yeah, and then it was so that they never really used their power. So the Doctor was partly bored and wanted to run away. So he stole the TARDIS and went off. Yeah, it's a bit so on in the Doctor's tale. But anyway, we should begin finishing off. Yeah, so that's partly the end, mostly the end of this video. I'll be making some more Doctor Who info videos later on. So, thanks for watching this video. And the Doctor will still be out there as his planet is still out there. And it's still all the Doctors. But anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Subscribe, leave a comment, or like this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you will have a good day onwards. And I hope you also learned something. So remember, Gallifrey Falls no more. Gallifrey Falls no more. It's Gallifrey stands right this day. Anyway, thanks for watching this video.